Hello everyone, I'm Soperific and welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you guys a different video. Today I'm bringing you guys along with me, showing you guys my voting for this year's Game Awards. Now, this is the first time I've done something like this on the channel, so it's going to be interesting. For the most part, when it comes to the Game Awards, I just watch other YouTubers vote, and then I just hope my vote actually goes through. But I'm like, you know what, I'm actually doing something this year, because I'm not sure about you guys, but for me, 2025 has been an amazing year for gaming. Not just with the games that came out, but just for me in general, with all the games and previous games that I had on my list that I want to try before that I've gotten out the way. It's been an amazing year. I've played so many games this year, and it might be recency bias, but considering that we're like halfway through the 2020s decade, I still believe that 2025 so far is the best year of gaming, like with all the games been coming out. Like the amount of quality that we've gotten this year and the amount of fun games we had is like no joke. Like 2024 and 2023 were like good years too, but this year in particular, ridiculous. Like my wallet has been crying this entire year. All these great games in such little time, but eventually I got around to them. And there's still some games I have in my list that I still want to complete. It just never ends, man. But yeah, I decided that once I learned that we can actually start voting now, I booted up the site and made an account, and we're gonna go through all the categories and cast our vote. So let's see what we have in store. I'm hoping everything goes smoothly here because this website is kind of laggy from what I noticed, so hopefully nothing messes up. But I think we can view all categories here, and then yeah, let's just go down the list all the way to the last bit. So I guess starting off with the game of the year out of the options that we just saw. These are the 6 options they gave us for game of the year. And that's the thing too. The only games on this list that I haven't played was Death Stranding and Kingdom Come. Oh yeah, also Hades. I played Clair Obscur, I played Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I played Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm not gonna lie, these 2 games, I got in like a good chunk of it, but eventually I got bored and I just dropped it. I played the original Hollow Knight, it's not really a game for me. I tried Silksong with all the hype and still, it wasn't for me. But it's a nice game though. I can see why people like it. And Clair Obscur, RPGs, they're not really my go-to. Like I don't mind playing RPGs. I played plenty of them before, but it takes a specific type of RPG. Maybe I have to go back. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I have to go back and play the game and see if my opinion changes. But for now, from what I've played, I was kind of cool off this. But for now, my definitive game of the year out of all these options from the day I picked it up was this game right here, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I still have a picture of the day I got it. I got it alongside Tropical Freeze. And yeah, playing this game, I finished it, I got all the extra content. I'm not gonna 100% it, because that's like way too much time and I don't have that. Plus I have so many other games to play. But this game, Nintendo, you guys did yourself a big one. You guys know I love me some Donkey Kong. I played it on the channel, you know, with Tropical Freeze and Country Returns and the original Country. And I remember when this trailer dropped for the first Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, I was so excited for this game. I was kind of bummed out because I was hoping for if we were going to get a different Donkey Kong game. Because at first I wanted just another 2D Donkey Kong game, like continuing the Country series. But after playing this game, you guys did a good job. This was great. I love the presentation of this game, the characters, the way the mechanics are. But yeah, this is my vote for this year, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Game of the year. And we're gonna see when December 11th comes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream that day. My reaction, probably not. But yeah, never say never, right? Anyway, next category. Let's see what's next. All right, best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction. So far of all these games, I've only played 2 of them, and I'm gonna go with the one that I finished right here, Split Fiction. I actually did a mini series of Split Fiction back on the channel with me and my brother earlier this year. I'm not sure if you guys seen it, but it's there. Just go back in this year and you'll see it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record the first 3 hours of the gameplay because I had recording issues. Like recording issues all around when I made that series, but this game was phenomenal. The set pieces and everything, the presentation, the worlds, and that final boss, bro. I'm telling you, I was in awe when we first encountered that final boss, man. Like that was amazing. And yeah, this is a great game. Although I do find It Takes Two a bit more fun, this game is still great. Hazelight Studios did an amazing job on this. I'm gonna give this one to Split Fiction. All right, for the next game. Yeah, this website is super lag. I have to manually back out just to get to the next category. Anyway, best narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game, I played none of these games except this one, but I didn't play much of it. I'm not even gonna vote on this one. I'm just gonna skip. All right, best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Now, more games that I haven't played, but if I have to go after just the art, I'm gonna give this a Hades 2. I remember watching the trailer for this in one of the Nintendo Switch 2 Directs. Just off the trailer alone made me want to play the game. And I've seen like the character designs and everything in this game. Like it's a very pretty looking game. Of course, these games are good looking too, but Hades, you got my vote. Okay, best score and music is up next. What are the options they're gonna give me? I'm gonna block my screen and see if I can get a surprise. Hopefully, there's one game on here. I'm hoping it's gonna be here. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's not. It seems Clair is gonna be on here for everything. That's what all I hear the internet talking about this year is Clair Obscur. They just keep like glazing that game, for lack of better words. I actually hope that this year isn't just a Clair Obscur sweep. That'd be so disappointing. Okay, it's here. I'm blocking the screen still. I gotta see my options. Hang on. Best score and music. For outstanding music inclusive of score, original song and or licensed soundtrack. So the first option we have is Silk Song, next is Hades, next is Claire, next is Ghost of Yote, next is Death Stranding, next. That's it? Just those 5? How many times are we gonna see these games? Like, I know they're probably good and whatnot, but really? These 5? Like, why isn't, what's it called? Dang, I'm blanking on the name. Why isn't South of Midnight on here? That game's soundtrack was phenomenal. That game in general is phenomenal. They better be up here for a nomination. Yo, I plead you, whoever's listening to this video, go listen to the soundtrack for South of Midnight. That game is amazing. But yeah, I'm not really familiar with the soundtracks on here, so I'm just gonna skip this one. Some people might be mad that I'm skipping out on some options instead of just like placing a random vote, but I'm not gonna do that. The way I'm voting is I'm only gonna vote if I'm actually eligible to vote. If I didn't hear a piece of music or if I didn't fully experience the game story, I'm not gonna, you know, choose an option because I feel like that wouldn't be fair. For people who did complete and listen to all the way through, I'm gonna leave that up to y'all, but yeah. Long story short, I'll talk on what I'm actually capable of talking on. All right, the website page finally loaded for the next option. Let's see, best audio design. Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur, Death Stranding. We're gonna say the same games over and over again. Again, most of these games I haven't played, and Clair Obscur I haven't played enough to really say so I'm skipping. Okay, this one loaded faster. Best performance, award to an individual for voice overacting, motion and or performance capture. So Ben, Charlie, Erica, Jennifer, Konatsu, and Troy Baker. Clair Obscur, jeez, both of them Clair Obscur. Ghost of Yote, Clair Obscur, Silent Hill, Indiana Jones. Can't say either one, so skip. Innovation and accessibility. I see South of Midnight. Hang on, let me see. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help the games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Haven't played any of these games except South of Midnight, so you already know it's getting my vote. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning and or message, you already know, automatically South of Midnight. And if it wasn't for South of Midnight, I would have chose Lost Records Bloom and Rage. I actually like the vibe of this game, like the art of it and everything. And although I wasn't a 90s baby, it's still a nice little game to experience. Like, this was an alright game, but South of Midnight, you already know, it has to get my vote. Best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. For this, out of all these games, I haven't played this, I haven't played this, I haven't played this. These two I have played. And to be honest, I'm gonna have to give it to Fortnite just for how long they've been in the game. The fact that this game came out in 2018 and it's been still this hot for this many years, like it still has like millions of concurrent players till this day of 2025. Like their foot is still on the gas with the player engagement. Marvel Rivals, it's been very fun with this game, but the thing is, the game's only been out for almost a year now. And plus, ever since this game has came out, there's now a little fire under Overwatch to actually start, you know, doing stuff for their people. So that's why people have been, you know, dropping this game and going back to Overwatch, even though they said they claim that Overwatch is dead and blah, 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 blah. I'm not even sure how I know about all this. I'm not even in the Overwatch community, nor do I like the game like that. But yeah, I'm gonna give this to Fortnite. They got it. And this is a lot coming from me because I used to be a Fortnite hater. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. Played none of these games, but I'm gonna give it to Fortnite just because I played it. And that's the thing, I'm not really too deep into the Fortnite community. To be honest, I think I'm gonna skip this one because although yes, I have played Fortnite, I'm not really too deep in the community. And plus I haven't played any of these games, so of course I'm not in the community, so I'm gonna skip this one and go to the next. I wonder if there's any diehard Fortnite fans can actually answer that question. Have this game, has Fortnite been transparent with your guys' requests? Have they been giving you what you wanted? No, can't say. I just play the game from time to time in zero build. I don't really interact with the community. Alright, now we have Best Independent Game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Only 2 games that I played on here, and although I haven't played much of them, I'm actually going to cast a vote this time, and actually I'm going to give it to Claire. Simply because I've heard of how the team came together to make the game. I think that's pretty impressive. If you guys don't know the story, I suggest you go look it up and learn about it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Claire. I didn't think I could vote for them in any of these categories, but now you got my vote here. Best debut indie game. Oh, I don't even care. You can give it right here. Dispatch, you got it. All right, best mobile game. For best playable on mobile device, I don't really play mobile games. Like the last time I was like seriously mobile gaming was like 2017, and I was still in middle school then. But the thing is, out of all these games, I actually played Sonic Rumble. It's basically a Fall Guys clone. They just put a Sonic skin over it. And it was pretty cool. I didn't play much of it, but it was still a fun experience. I'm just gonna give it to him just like that. You guys know I like Sonic. And also, I actually have heard a lot about this game, but I just can't bring myself to actually try it. Maybe when I watch the show, I'll actually give it a chance. Best AR/VR. I read that backwards. For a best game experience, okay. It's AR or VR. I played none of these games, so I'm gonna skip. Of course. They've been doing this for how many years and they haven't fixed this homepage issue? Like, why is it so laggy? I hope they save my options. So far, I'm sitting 35 minutes into this recording, and the only reason it's been this long is because I've been waiting for these pages to load when I chose the next option to vote for. Like, this is ridiculous. Alright, one website crash later, we finally made it through. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat, I played none of these games, so unfortunately, I have to skip. Actually, I did play Doom. I played a little bit of Doom. I didn't get far, but I did play this. It was cool, but I didn't really get deep into the game, so I can't really say for sure. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Best action adventure game. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, I'm instantly gonna give this to Split Fiction. You got it. Best RPG. I haven't played any of these games, so I'm gonna skip this one. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Best fighting. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, we have 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtual Fighter 5. That game's out? Didn't know. Anyway, another category I'm gonna have to skip because I played none of these games. And for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, that's still in my cart. I was thinking about getting it, but from the bad things I've been hearing about the game, as of its launch, I think I'm gonna hold off until it goes on sale. Plus, it's gonna be good for me to wait because I think I'm gonna get this game physically. If I do decide to get it, that is. So I'm gonna have to skip this one. Website crash again. Best sim/strategy. I played none of these games. I thought Dispatch would be on here, but it's not, so I'm gonna skip this one. Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. I was actually curious if I was gonna get Lego Party. I'm not sure if I will, but it's still up in the air if I will. I'm not sure. Maybe if it goes on the Steam sale, check it out. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I know you can do like a co-op play, but I think it's better as a single player game. I mean, it's a good game for the family to play. As if you're playing by themselves, you know, it's very enjoyable. Mario Kart World is Mario Kart. Of course, it's also great. Me and my family had some very fun matches on this game, even though as of right now, my opinion on it is kind of down the drain. Like, if you were to come to me at the beginning of 2025, me knowing that a new Mario Kart and a new Sonic Racing game was coming out, if you went back and told me that I was going to join the new Sonic Racing game more than the Mario Kart game, I would have told you, I would have called you crazy, but look at where we're at. I have way more fun on Sonic Racing than I do in Mario Kart this year, and that is a tragedy. Like, we waited over a decade for a new Mario Kart, and this is what we get. Like, the game is still impressive in some aspects. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and completely just crap on it, but still. I just have to wait until a DLC comes out for the game, and we'll see if my opinion changed on it. But from when the game first came out, it was pretty nice, and then the updates have been making, and it's just been doing the game so dirty. But for Sonic Racing, this game has been nothing but fun. Like, I have no complaints about it. Well, actually, my only complaint would be is these festivals. Like, whenever the game has festivals over the weekend, I know I'm not playing it because I just hate doing the festivals. I just want regular racing. But other than that, I just want more characters to come out more frequently. And Split Fiction is an amazing co-op game. But to be honest, I'm telling you, it's still pretty fun, but I feel like I had way more fun on It Takes Two than I did Split Fiction. I know when they say family play, like, you know, it's appropriate for everyone, but if I want to get the entire family into it, I would go with Mario Kart, but dang. Split Fiction and Donkey Kong would be great too. Like, I did play Split Fiction with my brother, that was a great time. We have yet to play Sonic Racing together. I'm not even sure if they're interested in that. And Donkey Kong is a great game, but I think it's better solo than it is co-op. But to be honest, if I'm looking at the family aspect, I'm thinking of the game that everybody can get into and have fun, I have to give it to Mario Kart. I didn't think I'd been giving them one, but here I am. You got it, Mario Kart. I think it's the only vote you're gonna get from me. Alright, best sports and racing. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game, automatically goes to Sonic Cross Worlds. This game has surprised me with how fun this was gonna be. It deserves a vote off the bat that made me like it better than Mario Kart. And also for these sports games, actually I played Rematch, a little bit of it, and I haven't played these two. I'm not really into like sports games to be honest, so it was a given that Sonic was gonna take my vote. Best multiplayer. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game, genre, or platform. Of all these multiplayer games, the only one I played was Split Fiction, so that's the one I'm gonna go for. Although I have been hearing some things about Arc Raiders, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but yeah, we'll see. Only time will tell. And the thing about Battlefield 6 was, I was gonna actually try it with the, what's it called? With the Battle Royale that they released, just to give it a shot. But once I figured out that you get to actually sign in and make an account to play the game, I was like, nah, you got it. Any game that makes you have to sign and make an account to play it, I'm off it. That's why I haven't played Redfall, that's why I haven't played Zenless Zone Zero or any of those other gacha games. If I can just start the game and play it off the bat after making an account, yeah, I'm off it. Anyway, best adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. I watched this against my will. I only watched this because my little brother asked me to take him to the movies to see it. I haven't watched it yet, I haven't watched it yet. I watched a little bit of the first season and dropped it. And that's the thing. I went to this movie right after I finished the game and I couldn't even finish it because how different it was. This is ridiculous. I did not like this movie. Like, I didn't even finish it. That's how bad it was. But either way, I don't even want to give it to Minecraft movie because there's so many ways they could have went with this and they just went with this. And yeah, I'm not doing it. If I had to vote, I'd probably do The Last of Us because although, yes, since it's a different medium, so they probably have to, you know, change up the pacing. But it's still faithful to the game. So, and although I haven't gotten so far in it, I haven't heard of any like drastic changes. So I'll give it to Last of Us. Most anticipated game, recognizing an announcement game that has. I already know what's gonna win. I don't have to read this. You already know. There are people that are pretty excited for these games, but come on, the answer was right here. That's the thing too. I wasn't really interested in Grand Theft Auto 5, but with all this hype and from what I've been seeing, I'm actually gonna try and get this day one, you know, test it out. And if I don't like it, it's alright because I can just give it to my cousin. He likes Grand Theft Auto. If I had to choose a second one, I go for Resident Evil. I'm actually gonna try that game. I'm not really interested in Witcher. I'm not interested in 007. I'm not interested in Wolverine. I couldn't really get into Insomniac Spider-Man games like that, so I already know I'm not gonna like Wolverine like that. So, Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact for the community in 2025. Not sure who you are. I know you. I know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. So it's between these two. To be honest, I think Moises has been himself this year. I can't really think back to anything major he did, but Kai Cenat, I can just name some moments alone off the Mafia-thon. Although there has been a lot of negativity, I gotta give it to him. You already know. Gotta support my people. We only have 3 more options, and I think I'm gonna skip this one because I don't watch any esports teams, so I'm gonna skip this. Best esports athlete. I don't watch esports, so I think I'm gonna skip this one too. Maybe I'll just check out this, but for now, let's see what the esports games are looking like. For the game that has delivered the best overall sports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. Nah, I can't choose any of these. I'm not tapped into the esports game, but let me just see who the people are here. Let me see if I recognize anybody in the next category. Yep, I'm not sure of any of these people, so that's where I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna go to these categories, I'm gonna download my vote card, and let's see what I have. What does this thing have to show me? Yeah, this is my vote card. I didn't vote on all the options, but this is what I have so far. I'll show some of my brothers and my cousin, and I'll see if they're gonna make a list themselves. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on voting for the Game Awards. This is the first time me doing this, and I'm hoping to see my options come into fruition. Shout out to all the game developers that made all these amazing games this year. This year has been an amazing year for gaming, and I can't wait to see what's in store for next year. But anyway, I'm Soperific, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.